This is about the message and the medium. I've found that having the opportunity to work with celebrities, which happens just naturally in this world, has been effective in terms of getting a message out. They do have an astonishing power to communicate because of people's interest. But I think the main thing is the examples. Let's do the work. Let's put down our tools. Let's show people what it looks like. But let us celebrate not just the pessimism of the glass is half empty, or the optimism of the glass is half full. Let's be more scientific about this. At the same time, let's understand what it means to grow, which is what living things do. So instead of a glass being half full or half empty, we can say it's always full of water and air. And it's never big enough. So let's just make the glass bigger. And if we reuse things that are healthy and safe over and over across generations, just like the earth did before we started stripping it of its fecundity, the soil was building. China farmed the same soil for 5,000 years. How do you do that? How do you farm the same soil for 50 centuries? Imagine. Well, that's because the soil is building, because carbon's coming from the atmosphere. Nitrogen's coming from the atmosphere into the soils. Isn't it amazing? Phosphate is circulating. Solar energy is driving the system. And the soil is building until you're on the Great Plains and it's 16 feet deep. Oh, how beautiful. So a living world is a growing world. A dying world is a shrinking world. So that's what I think is really the key, is for our understanding. Let's grow the things we love, and let's stop growing the things we hate. And stop hating anything. Especially the children, because if we don't take care of all the children, they will grow up to hate the world. And if they grow up to hate the world, they'll destroy the world.
So you mentioned that you're designing things for people who are 10 years old and younger. Just talk about that for just a moment.
Our basic protocol here and in my companies is to design for 10-year-old children around the world. So the housing we're designing and the systems we're building are for 10-year-olds to be inspired by. And our city designs are based on 10-year-olds being able to go freely everywhere they want to go without getting run over by cars or something. Because I was able to wander around Hong Kong as a 10-year-old child. And it was so much fun. I loved it. My parents weren't afraid. I could go into the Chinese markets and disappear for hours and be fascinated by the snakes and the birds and the odd pottery and the beautiful bamboo weavings and whatever, and I was safe. And I think that wonderment is really critical. So I design for 10-year-old kids. And don't forget, they will be the ones who execute against this anyway. So why am I designing for 60-year-olds with money when I could be designing for 10-year-olds who are going to be running the place in 10 years? And having the privilege of working with NASA, just remember the statement by Kennedy that we would be on the moon in 10 years because of our embarrassment that the Russians had gotten there first, basically, into space. When he said we'll be on the moon in 10 years, we were on the moon in 9 years. And the average age of the team that put Neil Armstrong on the moon was something like 28, which means when Kennedy said we're going to the moon, they were in high school. Right? Who put Neil Armstrong on the moon? High school students who didn't know any better and went and did it. That's what we're doing here.